Hello, beloveds of the Father. Welcome to yet another session on spiritual unfolding, which is very helpful in awakening the divine within. And I will start by asking you a question. Have you ever wondered what extraordinary potential lies dormant within you, waiting for the right conditions to blossom? This is the awareness you need to have, that there is a lot within you that is yet to be shown. Because in this journey, I'm going to show you how there is a seed within you to understand the divine nature as a spiritual beings, then how to create the conditions, how meditation and spiritual practice creates the environment for inner growth, and from invisible to potential, from visible potential to real visible manifestation, the process of unfolding, that we are here to unfold. Potential is already there, already made, but we have to unfold. And of course, how to transcend the circumstances that hinder us or that are there to challenge us, developing the ability to think independent of limiting conditions, and becoming who we truly are by embracing our authentic and divine nature of purpose. Now, first, the principle of this divine seed. Divine seed means there is that which was meant to be, that is within you already. Like Master Jesus said, the kingdom of God is within you. The ruler and the place he rules is all within you, where everything happens. So just as seed contains an invisible energetic pattern, we too carry divine potential within us, often dormant and unseen. One of the big lessons we have to learn in this spiritual journey or higher spiritual truth of understanding that we are connected to the whole is to understand the importance of seed, this allegory of seed. You have to start, like we said, the invisible is not that you are saying, you know the real truth. Like you look at a seed and you know your whole harvest is already there. You look at 1 kilogram of seed and you know those are 50 sacks, because you know that it already contains the ability to grow and grow more, to unfold more and more into more and more of its kind. And you begin to see that a whole forest lies in one seed, because as long as the conditions and the place like soil to plant is there, that this one seed can result into, just like the whole world or human population, for example, was according to the Quran and Bible, was in Adam. All people are already created, but the method of the Father is that every seed must produce, must reproduce, keep reproducing as of its producing its own like. And this spiritual essence is our true nature as being divine origin, having a human incarnation, because we are also emanation from the Father. We are all born like that, that there is a seed within that comes to show the same. So we cannot be a seed of God and show that which is ungodly. And this is part of what we want to master. Even our last session on divine's word, the mysticism of word, the power of the word is to get us into that level, so that we show off that which is within us, that which is of where we come from, which is the divine Father. And this spiritual journey, you have to understand, brothers and sisters, isn't about becoming something new, but rather uncovering what has always been there, which is our connection to the divine presence that permeates all existence. We are here to remember, to put together. Remember, this whole thing in my introduction I did for these sessions was about helping you to remember. If you remember, you know that I have never been anything else. I've just been one with the Father, just unfolding day by day, growing day by day, because that's how it has been divined that it should be. We are not human beings having a spiritual experience, as we are told. That was Pierre Teilhard de Chardin. We are spiritual beings having a human experience. I already told you that just like the triad, or you know, we are in spirit, we are spirit, we are soul, we are human, and but the source is at spirit. And for you to act, to be seen, you have to go in a mental mode. The all is mind, like I told you in the first law of divine oneness. The all is mind. For you to start to create, it has to be created through imagination, through the mind. and then these things begin to show in the physical. So we are told that we are here to exhibit that which is within. You cannot run if there is no running within you. You cannot say words that are not within you. You see these words I'm speaking to you, where do you think they are coming from? They are coming from the source within, from where I'm connected. And this is the natural process of unfolding. That a mango, when you press it, what comes out is what is within that mango, that seed. When you plant anything, it brings forth the same, more of its kind. So the seed is the invisible potential and the divine pattern that has been put within each person. And the roots that are planted within, under the seen world, which also exist in the unseen ideally, but physical unseen, are the first signs of growth, establishing a foundation from which you can grow back to the Father. And the shoots emerging into visibility, reaching upwards. When, remember, we all have to grow going back to the Father. It is the law. I hope this is also easy to understand. That everything grows up because we must grow going back. We establish ourselves on earth once we come, just like the seeds tell us, then we start going upwards until, of course, we wither and get back in the ground and continue that same cycle. And of course, at full bloom, we are an expression of the divine beauty and purpose. Look, for example, at this flower. It is what it is, but all that beauty was in a seed. And that seed had to go in the ground and to be nurtured and then to grow, but it knows what it is within. Every other thing knows itself. It's only humans that tend to be mistaken about who they are in God. Yeah? We tend to live in fear about being affected by others and all situations. So the right conditions for growth exist, but wherever they exist also, there exist those conditions that will challenge you so that you bring forth that strong thing, just like in planting. When you plant any seed, there are many other growth, the weeds that come and even grow in much more number. It is the eternal nature of how things unfold that you must be challenged for you to prove. This physical world is a plane of proving your versatility, proving that you have higher power and higher knowledge of your persistence and consistency in order to achieve. So just as the seed requires specific conditions to germinate and grow, our spiritual unfolding depends on creating the right internal environment. Within you, you need the right internal environment, and meditation serves as the fertile soil in which our divine nature can flourish. And it allows us to clear any mental and emotional obstacles. When you learn to go within, to meditate, to go back to the 0 point, you can clear some of the things that are bothering you. You still the constant chatter of the mind. You stop the thinking. Not that you stop it, you can't stop it, but you let thoughts come and go. You let them come and go. And I know that you have been here. All the millions and billions of thoughts that have come and gone, and you have remained. And so will you. And once you can learn to master that, then you can operate at the level higher than the mental faculty, or that is ever tapping thoughts and thoughts from whichever other spiritual beings that it connects to. And then we open ourselves for divine guidance. Once we reach that 0 point and we are calm, then we can tap into the wisdom of the Father, which is in heaven, and we connect with our higher consciousness. And this is what Jesus taught in Matthew 6:6, to go within, to talk to the Father, who hears in secret, meet him in secret, and he'll be able to answer all prayers. We have to go within. It's one of those to help us to create that sacred space within, is what meditation does for us. And there are a lot of trainings online that can help you to learn meditation, and even including doing guided meditation. But for those who want guidance and to be taken through meditation that helps you to meet your goals, and depending on your situation and the circumstances you are in, we provide guided meditation coaching, as well as healing meditations. And those who want therapy, who want to be cleared, whether you want to clear ancestral karma or your own limitations, we can work with you. You can reach to us in the comments, in the description. There are links there. But we have to engage in this transformative practice in order to unfold that power which is within ourselves. When we sit in meditation, we are not just relaxing, we're actively creating the ideal conditions for which spiritual transformation will manifest from. And through this consistent practice, we cultivate mental clarity and focus, emotionally stable and resilient practices, heightened intuition and awareness, as well as accessing higher states of consciousness. And it should be the goal of each of us, especially as we go into the fourth and fifth dimension, or even the sixth, because we are now being called all humanity. You will see that things are changing, things are moving very fast, technologies are dropping. If you see how AI, they're releasing new models after new model, we have to go to a higher level of being, which is to tune into the Father, to be able to bring out that which is of the Father, and to answer challenges, the many challenges that are coming with the higher authority that comes from godly authority. And all this, we have to tap this power from the invisible. And you have to identify the hidden pattern, the divine blueprint that exists within each of us, even when we can't see or feel it. You have to know it is there. And this energetic pattern contains all the information needed for our complete spiritual unfoldment. And that's why we talk about awakening, this ultimate mastery. When you are seeking to master the world, because you have been here many times, but you have to master this being. You cannot be repeating every time as if it's the same thing. We have to master, and that means that you awaken through spiritual practice. You create space for this pattern to activate. You know that there is something within me. The same way you know the taste of a mango, taste of everything in this world is already within you. Once you taste it, you know it is that which it tastes like, because it's already within you. And it already has that pattern. So also we can activate this pattern of the Father that is within, and as it does, we begin to perceive glimpses of our true nature and purpose. You cannot tap within and don't see the power, don't see things that are not seen as if they are. You will see it. You will see a disease that is coming to you, and you just rub it like this and it goes. You will see a disease that's already in you, and you see how you just tell it to go and it goes. You will see how the things you want to achieve are coming, or why there will be a limitation if you got them. You will get to tap from that deep source of all wisdom, and then your manifestations will be more centered and bring more balance within your life. Because with the continued nurturing, with the going in through meditation, what was once invisible becomes visible, expressed through our thoughts, actions, relationships, and creative endeavors. But we are also able to draw, to unfold calmly and with the divine guile, so to speak, and you become a transformational agent. Because as we unfold spiritually, we naturally become catalysts for positive change in the world around us. We bring forth the glory of the Lord, and through our own transformation, we help create the conditions for others to awaken to their individual potential, because everybody is looking for the light. And if God has put some good light in you, then it's good that you shine it for other people to get encouraged as well. So that just like we are told, we are created in the image and likeness of the divine, that this can get to be to the fore. Are you living a life that gives glory to the Father? Can your life be really said off that it is the image and likeness of the divine, or you just read it in scripture and leave it there? Because we are told from ancient wisdom that we are created in the image and likeness of God. And this is the profound truth. We share certain faculties with the divine presence that is within everything. So perhaps the most powerful of these is our ability to think independently of our circumstances. That whatever else is happening, you can change it. I'm now here talking to you, I can decide to stop. In as much as I also don't know where the words, because the words come from the source, but I can decide to tune to any word anytime. I can change from this topic to another. That I that changes, that has that power, is that divine connection that is within me, within you, within every other manifestation that is here to transcend our immediate conditions through the power of consciousness. Because I know I am, I decide when I move the finger, which finger I put up. All that is within me. When to blink, when there are things that are going on. It's not necessarily a process of thinking. There is an independent power that is at work in you that goes even, is at a higher operation than your thinking faculties and the five senses. And this capacity allows us to rise above limitations, challenges, and even suffering to connect with higher frequencies of thought and being. And it's what we want to be able to tap into through this unfolding. You unfold yourself more and more. You might say, look, if I didn't heal myself and I'm already 50 years, now I can't heal myself. No, you can grow towards it. You can at any time grow towards any capacity, so long as you go within to the Father. And this needs for you to think beyond and independent of circumstances. Because there are physical challenges, even when facing illnesses or physical discomfort, we can direct our consciousness towards wholeness and well-being. This is what we are saying. We are told in the Bible, let the sick say, I am strong, I'm healthy. Let the weak say, let the poor say, I am rich. Let the weak say, I am strong. It is for this that direct your energy towards that which you want to see, and use your word, direct your energy towards that which you want to see. This isn't denial, but accessing a higher frequency of thought that connects with an inner divine truth, which is inner divine health. That so long as I'm healthy within the invisible, then the visible must reflect great what? Great health with as soon as the divine, of course, allows. And even when we face emotional turbulence, during times of emotional struggle, we can choose to access a state of peace and clarity beyond the immediate feelings that we face. We recognize that emotions as weather patterns passing, we recognize emotions as weather patterns passing through our consciousness, not our fundamental identity. Emotions are good. Remember, emotion is energy in motion. It is the energy is moving through you and generating a given signature. And if that signature, you don't like it, you can change, think about things you want, or calm down so that that can cool down by itself. That's why they tell people, if you're annoyed, get off people, get off, go, and it will cool down. It certainly does all the time. And also stop being over affected by external circumstances. When outer conditions seem limiting or challenging, we can tap into unlimited potential of divine creativity and abundance that is within, and don't look only at the obstacles that we currently face. We remember that external reality often flows our, reality often follows our inner state of being. We have to be before we do, before we have. And how we are is how things are going to be. Who you are, remember, we are a being, a being. We have to be within. We have to be within where the kingdom of God is, in order to bring forth that which will give glory to the Father, which will be for our good. And this is the unfolding, is what brings forth the power of spiritual vision or divine vision. Without vision, the people perish. So we are told in the Bible. And this ancient wisdom reminds us that we have to perceive beyond material appearance. We have to perceive what is not yet seen. And this is essential for our unfolding. And the meditation is what helps us, together with spiritual practice, however you pray, to your Father, to your God, so that you can develop inner clarity to see past illusions. You see the things that used to worry you, all the things that used to worry you when you were in primary, you are 5 years, 10 years, where are they now? All the animals that would eat you if you stayed late in the night at night, all the issues you had with your brothers and sisters, where are they? So you realize that these were all passing things, and that had nothing to do with you, and you're a continuous unfoldment. And you expanded awareness also is able to recognize the expanded possibilities that, once you were just a child waiting for your mother to cook and you eat, then you started working to contribute, then you started working for your own, working for also to feed others. We are always an emanation of a lot of possibility that comes from the Father. And we recognize that the sacred in everyday life is ever present, and that whatever we bring forth, we do not know it's there. But sometimes when sickness comes, you think, like in my language, people say that impoire, that mine is done. This time I'm defeated. You cannot give up, because you have been unfolding. So many sicknesses have come to you since you were born. So even this one that has come will certainly go where it came from nothingness to nothingness. These challenges that now look like they're going to throw you down, they will pass. They will pass. But you have to first undo it in the spiritual realm. Whatever you don't want, rub it just like you rub a board. Tell it that I've rubbed you. Those who really want to, there are things that are not advisable to share to everybody, only to those really who are committed, who put in time. So you can sign up for our coaching service, and get to go deeper if you want to understand how to do these things practically, so that you can have a divine perspective on everything, including on challenges, and you recognize the sacred in everyday life, that whatever I am at How do you work with the soil, water, plants to help you, to energize you, but also to overcome the challenges that you're facing. And this means that we master at the physical level here, because remember, we are living in the physical life here. We master the threefold harmony, which is about brain coherence. When our brain waves synchronize and balance, we access higher states of consciousness and clarity. And meditation has been scientifically proven to increase coherence between different regions of your brain. When you meditate, your brain calms down and everything acts at a level of balance. But most importantly, also the heart becomes calm, and the calm heart creates coherent heart rhythms, and the positivity influence and positively influences our entire physiology. From this state of emotional balance, we can respond to life with wisdom rather than reactivity or panic. And that should lead us to spiritual balance. When our spiritual essence is in balance, we experience alignment with our true purpose. We recognize ourselves as expansions of the divine consciousness having a human journey. You can always tune in at that always ever peaceful level. And whatever it is, the chaos of the world, they said, that's why Jesus said, hand them over to him. Or that's why we have this thing called give up. Give all your burdens up. Give them up to the Father, to the Savior. Let them take care of them. Why are you holding them? You hold on to them, they are going to burden you. Like he told you, his burden is light. While his yoke is heavy, but his burden is light. So we learn when you go into meditation, you can send them there, and then you release yourself and become freer in what you're doing. You untie yourself from the chains that hold you. So become free moment by moment. It's an unfolding process. Remember, nobody is born when they know it all. Neither can anyone say they know it all. The Lord cannot be finished. Like I told you, the Father, the God, the all, is in everything. So there is still yet that you have not seen. And that's the infinite nature of the Father. So true spiritual freedom isn't achieved all at once. It unfolds gradually as we practice presence and conscious awareness. And each moment of mindfulness, of meditation, each conscious breath, each act of compassion liberates us further from the constraints of conditioning and unconscious patterns that tell you things have to be like this, or this is what you're facing. And this is the garden of spiritual community. That once we go within and learn about the beauty of the ever-existing beauty and love of the Father, we can continue to go there and tap of the good things that reside within. As we unfold individually, we naturally create connections with others in this spiritual path, forming a garden of consciousness where each person contributes unique gifts and perspectives. We support one another's growth and healing, and we get collective wisdom that emerges and transcends individual understanding, and the power of shared intention accelerates this transformation. And this is what we're looking for. It's partly why I'm sharing this session, so that we can all live at a higher level, at a higher frequency. Just as a single flower becomes a garden through the process of seeding, our individual spirit unfoldment has the potential to transform entire communities, entire countries, and entire continents, and the entire world, if we can go into this high understanding. And the practices that set us free, I've already said this: daily meditation, set aside time each day to sit in stillness, allowing your individual nature to unfold in silence. And consistently do this. And when you do it, it will create very profound shifts in your consciousness. Then mindful awareness, we're saying practice being bringing full attention to ordinary moments throughout your day. Everything you witness, ask what is there for me to learn. What is the power of God I have to behold in this? Whatever is happening, is it rain? Is it an insect? Is it a bird? See the power of God in it. Behold, behold it. Behold it, recognize it. Notice sensations, thoughts, and feelings without judgment. When thoughts come, there is nothing bad or good. They are just coming to challenge you at different angles or to enlighten you at different angles, creating space between stimulus and response, so that you are acting from an informed point of view. If we all, however thought came to pass, many of us would no longer be dead, because some of you even say that you have died. Some of you even say it daily. But because there are moments to reverie and go back, or to have another thought the next second, we are able to live in this continuous unfolding of life that is still within us. And the other is to undertake spiritual study, engage with wisdom, teachings that resonate with your heart. In whichever region you are, nobody should tell you your region is wrong. Religion is a path, is a road. So if you find that road is still taking you where you think you are going, go. But the real destination is our oneness with the Father. So allow inspired words to water the seed of truth that is within you, expanding your understanding of spiritual principles. And of course, very, very importantly, service to others. Express your unfolding divine nature through acts of compassion and service. As you give, you create conditions for greater unfoldment within yourself and others. Like I told you, we are all here for service, of course, and to receive service. Because the unfoldment has to make meaning to others that live with us. And this is about growing beyond to be able to overcome obstacles to unfoldment. And there are challenges that will be there, and we should have our approaches. We are saying, for example, if you have challenges with the limiting beliefs about who we are, have self-compassion and gentle. If all of us have ever had some wrong impression about something, it's not that we are wrong, we are bad. No, we just had another perspective. Now we are happy to have a new one. If you are attached to outcomes and specific ways of how things should be, we have all ever been there. But when we learn to surrender to the divine timing and wisdom and flow, we learn that sometimes the way we wanted to take was not the right way, or there was another way that was much better and simpler. Many of us are in fear of the unknown as we move beyond familiar patterns. But if you have community support from fellow seekers, spiritual seekers, it's why we're encouraging you to student together and grow a community of people who want to tune into the higher being, the higher self, and live beyond Earth's turmoil, live beyond the universal challenges that we are seeing, so that we can tap into ever existing goodness of the Father. Some of us will be challenged with resistance to change and the discomfort it sometimes brings, especially in others. Trust in the natural intelligence of the unfolding process. Let things flow as they are. Don't look at others, Everybody has a home wherever they are. So you can't want your home to be in everybody's home. You are where you are because that's where your learning is, the things you have to learn at that level. And you will also, as you unfold, go those other things that you need and desire. When you face impatience with the natural timing of unfoldment, you can engage in celebration of small shifts and insights along the way, but also remembering backwards where you have been can greatly help in this unfoldment. You will see that the Lord has done a lot for you. Like that song says that if you think of things and you see what the Lord has done for you, if you count your blessings one by one, you will see that the Lord has done a lot for you. Even the ability to breathe alone, just imagine, there are people who can't. Some of us have been there many, many times, but we take it like it's supposed to be, and the Lord has not done because other things have not come. So we need to become who we truly are, because the ultimate purpose of spiritual unfoldment is not to acquire something new, but to reveal that what has already been there in our authentic divine nature. Because the spiritual journey is not about becoming who you are, rather it is about unbecoming who you are not by remembering that which you are. And signs of this spiritual unfoldment in you are increase in inner peace, deepening intuition. You will see more frequent moments of clarity and direct knowing beyond rational thought, while in inner peace, you will see less reactivity to external events, ability to maintain calmness during challenging situations. Then you also witness greater presence, enhanced ability to be fully engaged in the present moment without distraction. You behold every moment because it's what will lead. It's always one moment at a time. And if you don't live that moment, you cannot meet then what you call the next moment. It's always this moment unfolding. It's always at that very present time, the now. We shall have a whole session on the power of now. You will also witness expanded compassion. You will have greater empathy for others, seeing beyond differences to our shared humanity. And you will see that people are there at different levels of unfolding. The fact that you're 50 does not mean those who are 5 years are wrong. No, they have not had the whole experience you have had. They have not had all the light that you have had. The people who are at different time zone are not at the wrong time. So you get to have that understanding. It's why I know many of you will be having concerns from the your religious perspective, in the truth that we are sharing, that we're one with the Father, just like Jesus was, killed for saying he's one with the Father. Many of you will be complaining about this kind of knowledge, thinking we are overstepping, but it's what is in your books, all of them. It's what is in your cultures. It is what it has been. It is what it is. And it is what it will continue to be. You will experience also increased freedom, liberation from habitual patterns. You become more conscious in your choices, in thoughts, and in actions. And of course, you will also get authentic joy. You will experience happiness independent of external circumstances. And this is where we are praying that everyone can reach, so that your personal journey of unfoldment brings forth the joy of the Lord, the ever-present joy, and the fulfilled life, love in full expression, as we say. So every spiritual journey is unique and unfolding according to its own divine timing. And you can also engage in these reflective questions to really take this further. So what conditions help your spiritual nature unfold more fully? Remember, we said go within. All the answers are within you, not what I'm telling you. I'm only directing you to go within. And all Jesus's journey was here to also tell you to go within. Muhammad did the same. The Buddha told you the same. The Krishna, the same. Lao Tzu, the same. Like all these great masters and great teachers have been telling us the same. So what practices consistently connect you with your divine essence that makes you feel you're connected to a higher purpose, a higher source of possibility and power? How have you witnessed your own unfoldment over time? In what ways do you currently serve as a transformational agent? Because in unfolding, if you unfold, you also must be helping others to unfold. And what aspects of your true nature are emerging right now that you did not know you had this kind of capacity? So remember that the path is not linear, but spiral. We revisit lessons at deeper levels as we continue to unfold until we have learned that lesson and go further to newer and newer unfoldments. So that's it, brothers and sisters. In conclusion, we have to embrace the continuous unfoldment because we are ever unfolding. Don't think you are complete. Don't think you have done it all. There is yet more of the Father to draw out of you, more of the potential, more of the seed, more of the word that the Father has put in you that you have to bring to the fore. And this continuous unfoldment is not a destination, but a continuous journey of becoming ever more fully who we truly are. And we learn that spiritual practice makes us free and carries us to a state of our destiny where we become who we truly are. Spiritual practice is different from your religion. Religion is your guide, is your earthly guide towards it, but you have to engage personally by going within yourself, your being, which is even your being is beyond your physical body. You have so many bodies that you do not see, but you're connected to every part of this through your body. You have your own unique signature that you bring in this world. And as you live today from this session, carry with you the knowledge that within you lies all the wisdom, love, and creative power of the divine, waiting for the right conditions to unfold into magnificent expression. It is the truth. It is what it has been. It is what it is. It is what it will ever be. So my question to you, brothers and sisters, is what one practice will you commit to this week that to create the conditions for your continued spiral of unfoldment? Because it is all up to you. Thank you and stay blessed.